Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today for episode what will be 10 of the Bangcast. I'm, of course, Gregor Guy, joined here by Mr. Casey and a very special guest. Our first on-camera guest for the year. As we said, we want to have more on-camera guests this year. So, thank you for joining us here, Mr. Corey.
Yes, sir.
And also off camera, we are also joined by Mr. Cuz, who is just, chilling on the couch. Also, one other very integral member of the team. We are also joined by our associate producer, Miss Penelope. Would you like to say hello, Miss Penelope? For this particular week, we're going to talk about how cartoons have correctly predicted the future. Okay. Now, this is a very near and dear one that I was waiting for you to, be over here for, because, in particular, my favorite, I think, television show of all time is South Park. I would have to venture to say that it may not be your favorite show.
Oh, dude, it's my favorite cartoon show, for sure. I think cartoons are a fabric of our fucking generation, for sure. Right?
Yeah, agree.
Like, our parents fucking didn't they thought cartoons were fucking hogwash. Cartoons, really, like I said, right? Cartoons, right now, maybe TV can get away with shit that cartoons couldn't, but now, fucking cartoons are pulling shit off that fucking nobody could ever thought to be seen.
It's insane at this point in time.
Because people like us are fucking yearning for fucking more.
And we're adults now.
And we're adults, and cartoons are pushing the goddamn boundaries that fucking, if a real person did, fucking Christ would fucking cancel, like I said. So, I've always loved cartoons. I will fucking watch cartoons to the day I fucking die.
Our parents' generation had, like, Rudolph and, like, the very mild cartoons.
Yeah. And cartoons just turned into the goddamn fucking Antichrist of the fucking world. Really, right? Like I said, they pull shit off in fucking cartoons and just... I mean, you see shit that you fucking... If you saw on fucking TV, network TV, you'd fucking...
Right. I've already feel good about today.
I mean, dude, I love cartoons. So
cartoons are awesome. Alright. Let me ask you real quick. What are your favorite cartoons?
Now or like
all time?
Throughout my whole life?
Throughout your whole life. Just briefly. I mean, you don't need to go into detail.
This is a cold question, too. So I didn't hear this. I mean, definitely South Park. I mean, Family Guy is a goddamn dude. I feel like I can fucking laugh at Seth MacFarlane fucking make dinner.
Baller as fuck.
I mean, dude, there's just so much fucking...
When you were a kid, what was the top?
Okay, so when I was a kid...
That's good.
Mine was He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
You guys are a little bit older than me.
Right.
Yeah. So,
and G.I. Joe.
Yeah, you guys are a little bit older than me, so...
G.I. Joe was
Ren and Stimpy was good.
Ren and Stimpy
was fucking fantastic, and they were definitely pushing the envelope.
Yeah, at the point in time.
Right, back in the early 90s.
Yes, my brother was born in '87, so I got a little bit more insight to that type of shit. But if it's me personally, I mean, dude, fucking SpongeBob pushed a little bit of shit more than he should have.
I'm not particularly.
Yeah, you guys ain't familiar with. Like I said, you guys are a little bit older than me. And
SpongeBob. I would have never.
Oh, dude, there's some definitely.
I've seen some adult jokes in SpongeBob.
Yeah, there's definitely some in between.
But stuff that kids probably wouldn't catch, but the adults that are watching would.
So, I can't even fucking think of the name of the show right now. Fuck, dude, but there's a show I watched. It was like on Cartoon Network, and they had all this crazy shit on it.
Not gonna pick you up.
But, fuck yeah, it had a cat and a fish. I can't remember.
Cat and a fish. I don't know. I don't know what you're
Dude,
talking
the
about.
world was insanity, and
Is the world not insanity right now?
I think it's the crazy world of.
We're not talking about Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy was a dog and a cat.
No, yep. I think it's the insanity world of fucking
And at some point in time, there was an anus involved in
Darwin
it.
and Gumball or some shit. Do you care if I use my phone and look it up?
How go ahead.
You remember Cat Dog?
Cat Dog.
You remember that one?
Was that it?
No.
No. Well, yeah, good. Me personally, I mean, my favorite cartoons are okay. I will put up. I'll put up at least three. Obviously, South Park takes the cake. Nothing is better
100%.
than South Park. Simpsons is probably number 2, and a very close third will be Futurama.
Yeah, I did like Futurama.
Yes, yeah. Futurama's fucking classic.
So, I mean, and on top of that, obviously, the people who made Simpsons also made Futurama.
I also loved Beavis and Butthead growing up.
Oh, man, I almost, Jesus, I forgot all about Beavis and Butthead.
But the problem with their show was like a
parody.
There wasn't like a real show. Like
Well,
it was
no,
kind of like music videos and then like them fucking off.
Right, and
then,
them fucking off for like 5 minutes, and then
Yeah.
there's a music video, or them fucking off for another minute.
Except
and
for
then,
the movie, Do America. Or
the
whatever
movie
it
was good. Yeah, it was funny as shit.
Yeah.
Just remember, if you want to join us on our ayahuasca experience, remember to like, share.
Subscribe.
Are you gonna do ayahuasca?
You gotta hit the bell button. Hit the bell button.
Hit that bell button.
This is his
He
first
wasn't
weekend.
was
ready
like,
for that.
"Fuck Ayahuasca, what?
We're gonna take that out for a second.
You're gonna do an ayahuasca experience?
Yeah,
How are you gonna?
it's going to be a
achieve-
team building exercise.
How are you gonna achieve?
Yeah.
Oh, Amazing World of Gumball. That's the movie. That's the show.
Never heard of it, bro.
I've been longer than you guys. Wait, what? How old are you?
So it's the Amazing World of
Fucking
Gumball? Is that the one you're talking about?
I'm old as
Amazing
shit.
World of Gumball. Yeah.
Sure.
So, anyway, moving on.
All right. What's your first depiction
okay.
of the future from a cartoon?
Okay, there was a 1999 episode of South Park
Oh, God.
Okay.
Like season
where
2?
they basically kind of predicted the Pokemon Go craze.
Okay.
That happened in like what 2015, 2016, whenever the hell that was.
I do not remember this
Dude,
episode
that's
at all.
way too far.
It was the
That's like
Pokemon
early 2000s.
episode. It was
Yeah,
like,
no, Pokemon Go. You're
Oh, no. The phone craze.
You're talking Pokemon Go.
Pokemon?
Yeah,
Or Pokemon
Go just started like a little bit ago, but Pokemon was like back then.
Yeah, like
Right.
kids
No.
were hustling
But
cards
I mean,
like
if
they
you
were
remember in
drugs
that
back
specific
the day.
episode, they were like, messing around with their cell phones, and they were like
Okay, so you're talking about
doing some like AR kind of bullshit, which became Pokemon Go.
And they kind of like, dude, because remember China was taking over then.
Yeah.
They predicted that.
Fucking China.
Yeah.
Fucking China.
Chinese was taking over because of the Pokemon shit. That was like their whole fucking episode was about China
Yeah.
taking over because of Pokemon.
Yep. Shocker. South Park.
Here we are.
Great television show.
So I got one that's this is a I don't know if you've ever seen it. The original Inspector Gadgets. Have you ever seen the original Inspector Gadgets? Okay, so it was a great cartoon for when at least me and Guy were growing up, and they had a lot of like futuristic technology in Inspector Gadget. They had Penny from Penny, which was Inspector Gadget's niece, I believe. She had a digital camera, right? So it would hook up directly to the computer, and she would take pictures, and there would be no film. She had a laptop, which looks very similar to the type of laptops that we had here. And let's say these things. This cartoon was in 1983, 1984, when none of this stuff was around. And also, Inspector Gadget's car was a self-driving car. So this is all like really futuristic things that are happening in this cartoon.
Okay, well, since we're touching on Inspector Gadget right now, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the fact that they also basically, put out there the precursor for the smartwatch as well.
Right, that's right. Yep. Penny had a little smartwatch. She would talk into it.
I think
Yep. So
You remember what's his name petting his pussy all the time too? The fuck was the?
I don't remember the
evil
bad
villain?
guy. I'll be honest. I don't remember the bad guy at all.
The bad guy never showed his face.
The biggest thing that I remember
What the
is
fuck
that
was his
every
name? He
episode.
never showed his face, and he always was sitting there petting his fucking cat. I'll get you next time, Inspector Gadget.
I remember
Remember that?
they would read a note every episode, right? And then the note would detonate, so he'd have to throw it in the trash can and blow something up.
sounds very Mission Impossible.
Right.
Yeah.
You got anything for
Anyway.
future?
So
Futuristic
Predicting the
fucking
future?
cartoon. Well, I'm gonna think off the top of my head, but
What was the question?
Predicting the future. Cartoons.
cartoons
predicting
projecting
No,
the future.
anything-
I mean, this is where we're starting.
Right.
Right. Are we still like focusing on Inspector Gadget or?
No, I mean
No,
anything.
No.
that was his
Right. That was mine.
Fucking anything.
his.
This is actually like getting the ball rolling. Okay.
You got nothing. I got something.
Yeah, just
It's hard for me. to
All right,
talk about.
another favorite TV show of mine, Futurama.
right.
Futurama. In the year of 2000, predicted that the Miss Universe pageant winner would be incorrectly
Oh,
announced.
Oh no! I forgot.
Steve fucking
Steve
Harvey.
Harvey.
Yes.
That poor bastard.
That poor son of a bitch. Oh my god.
Oh,
I don't know if he ever actually recovered his
Yeah, he
career
rebutted.
from that.
He rebutted.
oh, dude,
He's all over the place, man.
Oh,
he's got
God.
he's got how many shows? Like
I mean, I'm gonna be
shows
honest,
now?
man.
I don't think he's
Him
like,
doing
bro,
Family
what the
Feud
fuck?
is actually kind of great.
but really, I don't think he's like big.
Yeah.
I think he's just
Right.
big.
Well, we're
I
not
think
really
he's in
we're
the
not really the
perfect-
target
okay,
audience
do you mean
for
fat
him,
or-
Steve Harvey either.
No, celebrity-wise, I think he's in the perfect situation where he's not too big
Right.
to fail, but he's
Yeah.
not too small to like not make money off of it. So he's like
Right,
right. in the
right.
The
middle.
most memorable thing I remember about Steve Harvey is just from Family Feud, and which I love Family Feud, and he was definitely good on Family Feud.
Oh my god, yeah. That shit is sometimes as aggravating as it is funny, but
Right.
Sometimes,
sometimes the shit that people say, I just want to be like, I wish Steve would just slap this motherfucker right now. But he won't.
and the other side of the coin,
He
is
played
it's
off
funny
of it and
'cause
tried to make
idiots
it
on
funny.
there that say shit. It's like,
Yeah.
Are you really just said that?
Yeah.
But let's be
Like the
honest.
one, remember?
There's been a couple times where he was like, "Did you really just say that?" And then it was up on the board.
Yeah.
I know.
What's the most common male name? Dick.
Yeah. Well, one time he's like body parts that start with the letter T. This kid's just like fuck. This kid, he's like fucking probably like fucking 16, without even
Tits.
like a second of fucking
Testicles.
titties.
Titties.
Like without even like a fucking millisecond. Like by the time he starts saying T, like titties, like fucking titties is just rolling out of his mouth, like, which is hilarious.
I would do some shit like that too. I mean, I'd be like, oh, if I could make something fucking funny.
Yeah.
Did you see the episode where the dude was like really sexist? He was like,
No
it was
way.
something. It was something like, what do you expect your wife to do at home? And then one guy was like, cook and clean. And Steve was like,
Yeah, and the wife was kind of like smiling. Like,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, his wife's like, yeah, it's awesome. I love it here.
Fair enough. Moving on.
Moving on. I got another one. I got the Jetsons.
ooh, I forgot about that.
Remember the good old Jetsons? They had
Yeah.
flat screen TVs.
You realize you brought up the two TV shows that I was saving for the end.
Well, I mean, they're the best ones. That's why you're saving
Okay.
it for the end, I'm guessing.
Flat screen TV, video chat, and Roomba. You got anything else?
Roomba's video chat. Yep, that's it. You
Fair
got
enough. There we go. Jetsons.
Hey, but you forgot about the assisting robots and shit too.
Well, yeah, they haven't quite gotten there yet.
What about the Alexa?
The Alexa, was that in the Jetsons?
No, but it's his assisting robot.
Like, you might have an Alexa. You might have an Alexa in your house, but I am very
Well,
private.
any of you
I'm a very private person. And
Well, any of you fuckers seen the new fucking South Park, you would know a lot about Alexa. But
Sorry.
You didn't bring it up. You didn't bring it up at all. Now you bring it up. Before you brought up South Park.
Because I'm not gonna fucking bring up shit that you guys haven't seen. It's rude.
He doesn't want to spoil stuff. He doesn't want to spoil stuff. I respect that. I respect that. At some point in time, I will have access to the content.
Real talk.
Spoiler alert,
All right.
Jetsons.
Post-COVID,
Yeah.
post-COVID South
Right.
Parks, Alexa takes the shape of a woman. And Stan has an Alexa that follows her around and bitches at him and tells him about shit.
I bet Stan has an Alexa, being around Alexa.
Well, it's funny. You guys will see.
It's funny. Just shut up. It's funny. I don't know what else to do with that.
Since you don't want me to go in my order, then you bring up the next one. What's the next one?
Alright, what's our next order?
Many times over the course of the history of another one of my favorite cartoons,
Right.
Family Guy.
Family Guy's a great show.
Family Guy.
I love the
is a
cut
great
scenes,
show.
the cutaway
I've
scenes.
seen
Yeah.
all of them.
They have predicted that Bruce Jenner was going to transition into a woman.
I feel like somebody behind the scenes knew.
I feel like both cartoons have. I feel like South Park definitely fucking pushed on Big Jenner too.
Right, but I mean, I
And The
think
Simpsons.
I think the
And the fucking
earliest one of Family Guy was like in like 2001, 2002, something like that. It was like
I feel like somebody.
they were the first.
I definitely
I'm going to
feel
say
like
that they were the first.
there's no way without any previous knowledge that they would just throw that out there and that would become true. Somebody.
I don't
somebody
know
behind
though,
the
because
scenes-
sometimes people just say shit. I mean, if you see a guy that's like, alright.
Well, you know
And
how.
you can make a joke about him and it's like, oh, it's a joke. But then when it happens, you're like, holy shit.
Well, I think
Well, you know how Hollywood and a lot of there's like behind the scenes stuff that people hear just in passing and stuff like that. Like everybody knew
There's
about
behind the scenes
every-
stuff that happens on this channel.
Real talk, though.
Right.
Do you think the motherfuckers that make these shows are talking to fucking real people in Hollywood?
They're all part
You
of it.
think no? Bullshit.
They're all
Those
part of
motherfuckers-
it.
They're probably scared to death of motherfuckers with cartoons. I guarantee it. Because this is what people with cartoons do.
Well,
They make your fucking worst fear reality.
what's the guy on House of Cards? What's the guy on House of Cards?
What?
The guy from House of Cards.
Yes.
Oh, Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Wait, shut up. We'll get into that.
It's the same conversation. This is the same conversation.
Motherfucker, here's the next one on the list.
We'll say it right now.
you can
Okay.
tell they're
Yeah.
the same age.
2005,
Yeah.
Family Guy correctly predicted that Kevin Spacey had children locked up in his basement.
So, let's be honest. He didn't. Nobody ever found children locked up in his basement. Let's
But
be
you got
straight up
a
right now.
17-year-old
But
drunk
the
and
fact that he's chasing fucking guys around on sets. Somebody knew.
Right.
This is a Hollywood.
And Stewie came out and he kept running out.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But then-
Kevin Spacey, I just escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement.
But this is
what fucking happened.
this goes along with the whole conversation about people knowing something about other people in Hollywood and then bringing it up in their cartoons.
I know. I hear you.
They knew
It
something
might
about
just be
him.
hearsay and funny, but this is true.
Right.
Well, think about the Bruce Jenner thing. Like he gave subtle hints that he didn't feel comfortable in his body when he was doing like
Yeah.
talks and shit.
He probably did, dude. And you know what probably fucked him? And like I said,
His wife?
well, no.
In more ways than one?
Realistically, I think probably what fucked him over. Who knows? I mean, goddamn, what year was that motherfucker in the Olympics?
80 something.
84?
Yeah, he was back into the day.
Okay, so fucking steroids wasn't big deal then.
No.
But
Yeah.
It's Olympic-wise.
who knows?
Olympic-wise, it was.
balls on HGH.
Olympic-wise, it was.
In the 80s, I don't think
Yeah.
steroids was really like
Not on speed
big
skating.
weird.
Not for speed skating.
You have to think
He
about
was
it.
a runner.
No,
He was a runner.
No.
Sprinter.
No, he was all of the above because he did the decathlon. I think it was the decathlon where it's multiple events.
I thought he sprinted.
No, he got his gold medal, and I think it was decathlon where you have to do 10 different events.
No,
I
think
thought
he got his gold medal in split.
Look it up while
I
we're
don't have
talking.
my phone on me, dude.
No, what the fuck?
You know where my phone's at.
I don't know where your phone.
Okay, either way, we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, next one that I have is in 2010, South Park predicted the KFC shutdown and the fact that they would sell chicken on eBay. And this happened in 2018.
In England.
In England, yes, that's
Right.
correct.
Did they
Sell
shut down,
motherfucking KFC on goddamn fucking eBay.
So they shut down. They shut down.
They shut down KFC in England because
Because
they
of
had
healthy?
something going on with, I guess, one of their products or something.
Wow.
And they were selling that shit
And
for
that episode they turned.
$100 for an 8-piece on fucking
Yep.
eBay.
Hey, and
$100 for an
Hey.
8-piece is
And,
what I
and,
heard.
and like
That's what I heard.
I got my integrity shirt rolling. The KFC.
South Park. South Park.
Hey, the KFC episode.
Trey Parker, Matt Snowman, reach out.
Yes, the KFC episode was the first episode. Randy Marsh microwaved his balls and got his weed card. Remember? Remember him smoking weed with his balls in the fucking wheelbarrow and
I
goes,
watched that.
"Bust his ass, officers!" Remember?
Yeah.
Because he was fucking shaking some dudes up.
No, I don't remember.
That was the fucking Randy fucking smoking weed fucking. That was
That
like
was the same episode?
yes,
Okay.
because the old fucking KFCs they turned into medicinal marijuana stuff.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
yeah. So that was like the prelude to Brandy being integrity.
Integrity. There
Alright.
you go. You heard it
That's
first.
what I'm doing. That has nothing to do with the future. but-
Integrity.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with the future, but that's
That's
my.
okay. Moving on. Dude, I'm having so much fun with you. This is great.
I'm trying to find-
do you got anything you want to add?
I do have one from The Simpsons for autocorrect. There was an episode where they were so
On the Newton device, I believe.
right.
Yeah.
So he was talking about remind me to do this, and it came out as something completely separate from what he said. But Simpsons did have basically the first prelude to an autocorrect system on there, and it was also by the people that created the autocorrect Apple. It was mentioned by them while they were creating it, so it was something that definitely came from The Simpsons.
Autocorrect is still a fucking thorn on all of our
Oh, yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
I don't use
Simpsons
I don't
did it.
use- I don't
Remember
use
South Park?
Yes.
But so
Okay, I didn't have autocorrect on this list because I left it off for specific reasons. Because, like I said, it's something that frustrates me to this very day.
Right. I don't use autocorrect at all.
I want to circle back real quick. Caitlyn Jenner had won track
Caitlin or
and
Bruce?
field.
Oh, yeah, I mean, which one are we talking about?
Track and field gold medal.
Purposely to annoy
What is a track and field?
the audience
gold medal?
that would care about Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, the source that I'm checking which is TeamUSA.org.
It was the decathlon, right?
Track and field.
So the track and field, that's running and then handing off the
Yes.
the thing to the next
Track and
person.
field. Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known
As
as
Bruce Jenner?
Bruce.
Track and field is not something that you win an Olympic medal in. Track and field is not something you win an Olympic medal in. That is
Yeah,
not
I was
the
going to
event.
say that's a like
The event that he won the
field.
gold medal in was the decathlon. I 100% guarantee it.
I thought he was a speed skater.
He was not a speed skater.
Never was a speed skater.
He seems like a speed skater.
Greg's picturing him like spinning around and shit.
That's because you
figure
think
skater.
that's because you think all fruits are speed skaters.
skating. You think he's speed skating?
Hey,
Yeah.
but
If you don't say decathlon, then I don't care what you got to say.
You're a liar.
later that year,
he I'm not part of this pretend world.
She accepted the award for courage.
They, them.
That has nothing to do with fucking the Olympics.
God damn it.
Alright, moving on. Rein it back in, gentlemen. Rein it back in. Rein it back in.
Get that pen out.
Shut up. Keep doing what you're doing.
I'm just trying to fucking... I just want to know what the fuck she won.
Decathlon!
Speed skating. Anyway.
Did you say speed skating again?
In 1998, this was, I believe, either the first or second possible year that my favorite show was out, South Park. They predicted that there would be a movie about gay cowboys, and they basically predicted Brokeback Mountain.
Like nobody
In
could
1998.
When did Brokeback Mountain come out?
And it was I don't have that information in front of me. But
Probably
I
2000s,
I would say like 2008 maybe. That'd be my guess.
Oh, so they were like way ahead of time.
2005.
2005. Okay.
2005.
Still, either way, 7 years. It was,
That's pretty
and it was an episode that also revolved around a film festival. So think about that. Think about that.
Oh, what? Decathlon, yes. You're right.
What?
Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Decathlon. You're right. I just found that out, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, so decathlon.
Yes.
Have-
Caitlin won the decathlon in like fucking 80.
They, them. Won it.
76 and 72.
There we go. You heard it here first.
And then Brokeback Mountain was in 2005. You heard it here. Second.
I love how that feed it rated.
I did see that they futuristically they decided that every movie was going to be about gay cowboys. I saw that, but entertainment-wise, I don't really give a shit. Hasn't been a lot of good movies. You could make as many movies as you want about gay cowboys nowadays. They all blend together.
Fair enough.
How about when they just fucking had the it was the South Park, and I can't cite an episode, but I think it was the Asperger's episode, and fucking Stan like starts drinking fucking Jameson, and they say, we're sending you in the Matrix, Stan, and they just are forcing Jameson down his throat, and the president is a fucking duck that just, every time the duck says something, it just spews shit out of its mouth. Remember that one? That's basically America right now. But,
Yeah, I agree.
It sounds like Imagination Land, but we'll get into
Imagination Land.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
And that's really when they fucking
We'll
transcend.
get into our favorite South Park episodes here in a second.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Start letting that ferment in your brain. Okay. Okay. Moving on. 1993, The Simpsons. 1993, The Simpsons predicted that a tiger would attack Siegfried and Roy.
I'm going to be honest. Who didn't see that coming?
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of
coming. If you have an act with a wild tiger,
at the same point in time, that was like it was 15 years later.
somebody's
this actually happened.
somebody's getting eaten. I mean, look at the guy from Discovery Channel. What's his name? That got killed by the freaking stingray.
You're talking fucking
Steve Irwin?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
Crikey.
personally, everybody would have predicted that he would have been eaten by an alligator.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was killed by a wild animal is no surprise at all, and neither was Siegfried and Roy getting attacked by a
not
tiger.
a wild animal, but a stingray in particular.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
93.
That's like a.
That's what the shocker was Steve
Yeah.
Irwin. Is
I got a big knock out in 93. How old were you in 93?
How old was I in 93? I was 12.
I was fucking 1.
Yeah.
Good job on making us feel like old motherfuckers. Shut the fuck up.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm just saying, like, you're citing you from 93, like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You're citing shit, right?
Fair enough. Okay.
When did The
all right.
Simpsons start? You know that?
What?
When was The Simpsons
Oh,
start?
1989.
All right.
Yeah.
From now on,
1989.
1989.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a little kid when Simpsons was on.
Well, you would have been 11.
That's amazing.
10.
Well, no, we were 8. We were 8 when The Simpsons came out.
When did they come out?
1989.
End of 1989. Depends on your birthday too.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got the little factors there. You gotta put into.
We were 8.
Mr. August.
We were 8. We were 8 when The Simpsons first aired on television.
Hang on, who's the oldest? Are you older than?
He's older.
I'm like
he's
by a
older
couple
than me
months.
by
Yeah, so
like
you're
3
like the
months.
oldest motherfucker in the room right now.
He is. So fucking piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Creaky, cracky.
Creepy,
Motherfucker.
cracky piece of.
Alright, that didn't come out right, but anyway. Alright, moving on. In 2000, The Simpsons once again correctly predicted that Donald Trump will become president of the United States of fucking America.
They definitely pulled that shit out of their ass.
Woo!
I think that they were just poking around, but
Yeah,
they
yes.
happened.
I do have that written down. I also have written down that they also are predicting Ivanka Trump running in 2028.
But truthfully, I think they had Arnold, or like their version of Arnold, like in government too, right?
That's true. They had him as
I can't cite
they had him as president, but Arnold Schwarzenegger cannot become president. Of the
He's
States
Australian.
because he was not born in.
Yeah, but he
he's
was
not
still.
naturalized.
What was it?
He was the governor of California.
Yeah.
That's good enough for
Yeah.
me.
Okay. So they had him as a president, but he's Austrian, so he cannot technically.
And he was the last Republican governor of California.
Yeah. Well. Okay. I'm just gonna change this up.
Fair enough, politics. Go fuck yourself.
You heard it here first.
Okay, now a very, 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 sticking with The Simpsons, a very small known thing happened in 1998. I know you guys are confused. Basically, they predicted that Disney will buy 20th Century Fox, which at the point in time had the rights to The Simpsons.
Disney in general is just swallowing up all media right now.
But
I think Disney.
also, the only reason you would even know that this happened is because it said it was a 20th Century Fox logo with a company of, or Walt Disney underneath.
Right.
Just written underneath. So they actually kind of like predicted that.
Well, I will tell you one thing. You guys haven't seen the new fucking South Parks, but they bash the shit out of Space Jam 2 the entire fucking time.
Good. Because I'm sure that movie fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm sure that's probably like one of the worst movies.
They're
of
all like
time.
counting, like, yeah, COVID happened, Space Jam 2 happened.
Let's be
This
honest.
all happened.
Let's be honest, a lot of these properties would be good if they still had good writing. And there's no good writing in Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, well,
Fairly none. I don't know who they got hired. I don't know what the actual dysfunction is. But Hollywood's writing has gone holy crap downhill.
The thing is, Kenny, I think that they've been fucking stealing shit. They've been stealing shit and redoing it for fucking 1,000 years, and now they're out of shit. Steal and redo. Because everything was so shitty back in the day, they could steal it and redo it because nobody watched it how shitty it was back then. Now they redo it and everybody's like, oh my fucking god, this is amazing! You know what I mean? Like, watch some of these westerns. Like I can appreciate westerns, but a lot of people, like, because they're not so eccentric, can't stand them. But when there's fucking shit crazy happening, people fucking love them. They want to suck and stick. But
Right.
I don't know. I think people just keep redoing shit 1,000 times, and eventually it gets tired.
I mean,
There's so much.
You have to think.
And the accessibility today.
What new franchises are there? They're not even. Are they even trying to make new franchises?
And then think about the
No,
fucking pussies.
I don't think they
think about the pussies in Hollywood. They're all the motherfuckers that we like are the same character. Fucking Matthew McConaughey, every movie he's in, they should just call him Matthew McConaughey. And then fucking every fucking movie motherfucking Mark Wahlberg's in, he's the same character. Yeah.
Alright.
They're the same characters, and we love them for it, right? But
he gets old after a while.
yeah, it gets old after a while.
But even like the new stars,
I
I mean,
see what you're saying, but
there's very.
What's a new star that you like?
I mean,
Me.
new star.
I mean, name a new fucking movie star that you've been like, wow, this guy's fucking amazing. I can't get enough of him.
Right. There's none. Yep.
They're all old.
Yep, they are old. Dude. Tells you how much American culture, the younger generation.
But the truth is, I mean, how long have we been watching motherfucking, speaking of westerns, how long have we been watching fucking Clint Eastwood?
Right. I mean,
We're still watching his old ass and fucking driving F-150 and fucking hide shit.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't believe that guy's not dead yet.
I thought Clint Eastwood did pass away.
He hasn't.
I thought he did.
I think he's still alive, dude.
I don't know, Betty White died. Don't say that too loud.
Alright, in 2012, apparently, The Simpsons once again correctly predicted Lady Gaga's Super Bowl appearance in 2017. I believe it was 2017 anyway. The costuming was actually uncannily similar. So
Maybe it influenced her decision.
it might have. It might have. And that's like a lot of what
right.
people are saying, but
I hear Lady Gaga is super chill.
I don't know.
I mean, it's just a performance. It's just
Yeah.
I know, but I just hear like she would be the type of person. Like from what I hear, like I think I can't say I think, but what I hear, she would be the type of person to portray with something else,
right, something like that.
be-
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of the people that we see in at least entertainment today, like singers and stuff like that, that actually make it big and become popular. You want to think that they're just like they're who they appear to be in character, but in reality, they're probably fairly intelligent because you don't make it so far without being some kind of intelligent.
right.
Or I mean, Bob Saget.
But sometimes people like
Well,
portray.
now he's dead.
Yeah, but he was a vulgar.
I mean, like I said, sometimes people portray a comic.
In real life, people say that Bob Saget was one of the nicest people.
Oh,
that
he was
they ever
nice,
knew.
but he was vulgar as fuck.
Well, I mean that's
When you watch this comedy,
person to person. But when you watch his that's who he portrayed to be in character.
I would like to think that I'm, somewhat nice, but also at the same point in time, I'm vulgar as fuck.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
I mean, that's how I am. I don't let words fucking define me. Because people my whole life have been fucking telling me, you can't talk like that, you can't do this and that.
I can do whatever
and
the fuck I want.
Fuck you,
Follow societal
Yes, sir.
norms.
Yes, like I said. And it so happens I have fucking 2 young daughters now, so I'm trying to curb my language, but
Doesn't sound
at
like
the same time,
doesn't sound like it's working
No.
too well.
at the same time,
This could be an outlet for you. Think about that.
yeah, at the same time,
Yeah, they could watch this.
Most of the time-
find out what kind of a fruit piece you really are.
Listen.
Okay.
The way I fucking speak and the way I talk, most of the time people fucking hear me.
Right.
You know, I ain't a fucking little fucking voice in the corner fucking whispering.
Yeah,
When I fucking tell motherfucker,
It's
fuck
kind of
this,
hard
fuck that,
not
fuck
to hear
that,
you. I'm gonna be honest.
yes, well that's the wop in me. I'm Italian and I get louder.
It's all right.
Fucking.
It's all right. It's all right. It's good.
The whole time he's talking, I'm watching the vein protrude from his neck.
Yeah. I get louder. And
That's what I'm going for if it comes to it.
that'll be my NFT. My NFT with this vein.
Right, your blood spurting out and shit.
Yeah. I'm fucking rich, bitch!
Yeah. You're on some dead, so. Integrity. Alright, so, moving on from that interesting bit of conversation. In 1999, once again, back to one of my other more favorite shows, Futurama. they predicted that drone cameras would become a thing. Now, obviously, I'm going to get your opinion on this because you are the only person here who owns a drone camera, or actually in your household.
Alright, what do you want the opinion of?
I mean, did you see that back in 1999? Now it's 2021 that those become a thing?
I wouldn't say exactly the way it is, but like the spy technology and watching over people and understanding. Kind of like Facebook does with the algorithms. They kind of like psychologically evaluate every single person.
Okay.
But
I mean that's fair. That's fair.
I wouldn't say like drones flying around, maybe like with like turret guns. I would have maybe thought of at some point, but just because you can send robots into a war and not have
anything that moves when it comes to the military, anything that moves, they will put a gun on it. You know what I mean?
There you go.
You knew
Anything
where I was going with that one.
that moves, we'll put a gun on it.
Yeah.
Put them in a ditch and put some
America. Put them in a ditch and throw some gasoline on it.
That's the American ideal. If it moves, put a gun on it.
If it moves, shoot it, motherfucker.
Alright. Anyway, continuing on. In 2008, South Park, once again, my all-time favorite show, predicted Miley Cyrus's rise and fall.
Did she fall?
I don't think she's really fallen. I think maybe she hit her peak when she was like Disney age.
Here's my thing.
But you know, I mean, it's that's the way it's always been. I mean, you had Britney Spears before, and then
and that was actually the Britney Spears episode.
Christina Aguilera.
In
That's
2008,
just the way
they
it
predicted
goes.
this?
2008, yes. 2008.
I did not remember this.
The Britney Spears thing?
No,
Yes,
Miley Cyrus thing.
because it was when Britney Spears went
Blew her
crazy,
head off?
and
Blew her head off
Yeah,
on the side?
I believe that was that one.
Yeah, she
At
had
the
her
same
tongue
point
out.
at the same point in time, at some point in time in that episode, they predicted Miley, or not necessarily predicted, but they had Miley Cyrus on
Miley
there.
Cyrus was next.
That was doing. Well, I guess they rise and fall kind of
Right.
thing. I don't know how else to explain.
Like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
But even before that, you had Madonna as well. But maybe not such a crash. But the media wasn't the way it is nowadays either.
Oh no, Madonna was definitely a crash.
And
My thing is,
and even to some extent, Justin Bieber's been pretty much the
That
same
broad's
thing.
over 60 now.
Dude,
my-
she
my-
still
my
tries
thing
to
is-
act like she's sexy.
my thing is like these motherfuckers. I mean, dude, the crash is good for them. They live it up.
Like
They
Jim
live
Carrey.
that
Jim
up.
Carrey's like a
Puts
philosophical
you in your place, right? Puts you in your
human being. He
place.
used to
Yeah.
be funny. Now he doesn't know who the fuck he is, but it's great.
He's
to
fucking
watch.
Canadian. And like I said, I don't know.
Well, a lot of the
Molten!
problem is that motherfucker doesn't do drugs anymore. So
Well, you also you have to.
Remember when he did the fucking Andy Kaufman movie? He thought he was Andy Kaufman for fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
Here's that's like a method acting type style.
Yeah, but that
You
that
can
can
get-
No, dude, this motherfucker thought.
You can get too deep into stuff.
you can get too deep. Look at
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
It was
Heath Ledger.
psychological.
There's a great example.
Yes.
You can do art to an extent where you're just like you drive yourself nuts.
And you also have to remind yourself. I mean, in many things, it doesn't even have to be like stardom, but in many things, the brighter that star shines, the faster it burns, or the faster and harder it burns out too. I'm not only talking about. You can talk about like a relationship that is the same thing. Like the brighter, the harder,
Right.
the more.
Yes.
I don't know the exact word for it, but
I know,
that
I feel
passion,
it.
the brighter that passion burns, the faster and harder it's going to burn out, and that relationship generally ends up being a complete fucking mess after the fact.
Is that why you like crazy women?
I mean, I definitely love the bright, hard burning passion. That's definitely for sure, and that is probably why it always burns so
Fair enough.
fast.
Fair enough. All right. Okay. Going into the last date I have. In 2017, The Simpsons They predicted the Game of Thrones ending. With Daenerys fucking just burning the entire fucking town with her dragon.
I tell you what, dude, I got sick of that show. I saw fucking Jennifer Lawrence get a nut in her mouth, and I was done.
Jennifer Lawrence.
She was definitely not in that show.
Jennifer Lawrence?
In
Game
what
of
show?
Thrones?
Yeah, she was. That definitely was not part of the Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Where
she was.
did you see the
What?
nut?
Amelia.
What show are we talking about?
Game of Thrones?
That was Amelia Clark.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what I was thinking?
What were you thinking?
What do you
son?
mean
Like,
you saw her get a nut in her mouth?
Like,
I'm confused.
I never even
What's
saw
the
that.
show with Jennifer Lawrence? The movies.
Hunger Games?
Yes. Sorry, I'm retarded.
She got a nut in her mouth?
What?
Not in the movie, but like in real life. Remember the fappening?
The Fappening?
This is no longer
I have no idea
a
what you're talking
ages podcast.
Oh, yeah, we'll walk beyond that.
Confirm your age, please.
Oh, so you mean she fucking took a chode in her fucking
Dude,
throat?
she took like a fucking nut on her face.
about. And a movie?
She got a couple.
Not in a movie!
So
in
it was
like,
like
real life, and like somebody like exposed her pictures.
Almost every single fucking woman on earth
Someone
has had a
re-
nut on her face.
Yes!
Someone
but
recorded it, though?
it's a picture. Yeah, you will find it.
This much. Now we're gonna fucking. Now we're looking. Now we're looking at porn. Now we went concerted to fucking look at porn on the
Alright.
fucking podcast.
We'll talk about this in a minute.
Sorry.
Okay. Alright. So, also. Futurama. Also, I don't have a year on this one. Also predicted the fact that Baywatch would have its own fucking movie.
And it was a better movie than I expected. It was a good movie.
I've never seen the movie.
it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. It's
It's-
funny, it's sexy, it's The Rock fucking flexing and shit. It's cool. Good movie.
So you think The Rock makes it sexy?
No,
some
definitely
of the bitches in it are
the
fucking-
blue haired,
I agree.
the brunette with blue eyes. What the fuck is her name?
Yeah.
On top of that, Pamela Anderson had a cameo in this particular movie.
And not the top fucking, and to top all that
A little
shit.
slow motion walk by.
And not even only
Well,
fucking...
she was like 10 years past her time in
Efron,
that movie.
Zac Efron was in that bitch too, and he's
Yeah.
like a fucking sex symbol for fucking 100%.
I maybe don't know who Zac Efron is.
You don't know who Zac
Fair
Efron
enough.
is?
Fair enough. Anyway, let's keep moving.
100.
All right. Also,
Also, I see.
Also-
kill me.
Oh!
Also-
Yes!
South Park predicted the insane bit of events. I also don't have a year on this.
Yes.
Mel Gibson.
Yes. 100%. Fucking, in the
Good.
South Park, dude, he was completely wagged out in real life, and then in South Park, he's like beating on his head with a fucking hammer and shit. I know
it's
exactly
great.
what you're talking
It's great.
about.
It's great.
100%.
Raise.
I think that goes along the lines that like we were talking about earlier. How
Jews are
somebody knew behind the scenes.
Well, they said
Put it out there.
during the South Park episode, it was right when Mel Gibson made the fucking what was the movie of Christ?
Passion of Christ.
The Passion of Christ. Mel Gibson made the Passion of Christ.
Yeah.
And then they made Mel Gibson to be like this crazy motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
He's
And then it
He's
all
running around the
spiraled-
fucking cartoon
And then it,
with his
all
face with the
spiraled
fucking-
out of control right after that. Right
Yeah.
after that.
He's got the paint from Braveheart on and shit, and he's like fucking acting crazy and shit. Oh, classic. Classic fucking... classic South Park. Love it, 100%.
Didn't they do a Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Dude.
Fighting around the world!
You fought me!
All right.
Yeah, he's fighting around the world. And he's going to all kinds of places and going, go on now! Yeah, Russell Crowe. Fighting around the world was the name of his show. It was a reality show. Fighting around the world.
Shocker, it's a reality.
Love that. God, that was a class. I'm so glad you brought that up.
That's the first thing I
Yeah.
thought. I was like, Mel Gibson. Well, Russell Crowe was
Fighting
in
around
that.
the world. God, Russell Crowe.
That's so funny.
That is a fucking great fucking... I'm so happy you brought that up.
All right.
Great
Okay.
South Park moment.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was. Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Mel Gibson.
Freedom!
Yeah. Yeah, so he's like fucking got his face painted like this shit. He's freaking out and shit. At one point, he's beating his head with a hammer. And then he wasn't.
What did they go to? What did they go to him for in the first place? I know they traveled to go see. Mel Gibson for some reason.
What?
I don't remember.
Are you talking about South Park?
Yeah.
Oh,
they went there.
Well,
for
in South Park, fucking Cartman is fucking preaching. We all gotta go see the Passion of Christ. Blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Freaking out. Blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other. He's freaking out on Kyle, saying he's fucking people killed, fucking whatever. Well, somehow or another, they summoned fucking Mel Gibson, and
They summoned him.
not summoned him. They find him.
Okay.
They're the people of fucking South Park, so they find him and they fucking go talk to him and shit. And they get him all wound up and quirked up, and he's like fucking losing his mind and shit because he's a fucking straight quirk job in himself.
Right.
That would have been great if they did summon him. Like,
They basically did.
I feel like. I feel like they like. Shit.
You know what, dude? Fucking. You know who else? Fucking. Because I'm having a mental lapse. Family Guy fucks with Mel Gibson too, and it's the same way. Basically the same way. And Lois and fucking Peter like rent his room and shit, and then some other shit happens. But yes, they both fuck with Mel Gibson, and he is a fucking cork job. And then,
Fuck Mel Gibson.
I remember on the radio, 98 Rock, they used to always say, they used to always play the fucking clip of him saying, "You make me want to smoke."
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care. I love fucking Lethal Weapon. That's for sure. Lethal Weapon.
100%.
Great.
The first
Mad
one was
Ma-
fantastic.
Mad-
He just walks up and just starts shooting with his hand.
Mad Max is great.
Oh, he's a fantastic.
Yeah. I like a lot of the movies he's in, and I don't really care what kind of person he is, as long as he's fucking good at it.
Fair.
And that's 100%. And that's how you should be.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't give a shit about the person
Right,
they are. I really don't.
100%.
Just be a good actor. I don't care.
100%.
be good at your craft.
Finish up.
Who the
Finish
fuck
up.
cares
Finish
what
up.
you do?
Finish up before the battery dies.
Okay.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, okay. Also, for the next thing is we have Futurama. I also do not have a date on this, but they predicted robot on robot violence. Now,
Yes, I remember these.
now you don't realize that this actually happened when a self-driving automated Tesla crashed into a robot at the CES convention in 2019.
But let's
We
say,
have battle bots.
would the Tesla have noticed that it was a human being?
Yeah,
Who knows?
but these
Who
never
knows?
they're humans either.
Who knows? Who knows?
So here's I mean, now I'm going to slightly get off topic here.
Oh, okay, just be brief.
Be brief. Any closely, like for example, Sunni and Shiite, they are in conflict more than anybody else. And then in Europe, when there's Christian versus Christian violence because they had slightly Lutheran versus Catholic, everything closely. So let's say in the future, when AIs come about.
AIs hate each other.
You think these AIs are going to start hating each other? You think they're going to go to war versus each other?
That's a discussion for another day, man.
Right.
That's a different topic.
Okay,
though.
I think they had AIs. They had two AIs talk to each other for like a minute, and they shut down the whole world.
What was the
Fuck
one
you?
used at the beginning of that
Anyway,
whole topic?
anyway.
The Sunni versus Shiite, the
Yeah,
Muslims.
Lutheranians or something?
Lutherans versus Catholics.
Oh, fucking.
All right. Moving on to the last one. The last one that I have is, once again, finally from The Simpsons, which was one of the television shows that I probably watched more than anything else, being that they were out first. The U.S. wins in curling, and they put this out in 2010, by the way, against the Swedish team. And this actually happened in 2018. They won the gold medal in curling in 2018. Beating the exact team that they predicted they would beat
Curling, motherfucker.
in curling. Fucking curling, man.
I'm just wondering, like,
Basically,
where in
giant-
America they fucking
Basically, giant shuffleboard.
where was
Curling's
2000
big.
I know that.
where was 2018 Olympics?
I don't know. Probably Japan, was it? Maybe?
No.
I think that might have been Rio.
Well, it would have been Winter Olympics. So.
It would have been winter.
Beijing.
No, that was this last
yeah,
year.
that was 14, I think.
No, the last year was Beijing, I think.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way.
Who cares about the Olympics? Nobody
Yeah.
cares about the Olympics.
No one cares about the
I
Olympics.
do.
But
I appreciate it.
Apparently,
I don't know.
they
I
have
think
big,
it's
like, sex
just
orgies.
still hilarious that they
And then
predicted,
and
they
then
predicted the
18
exact team that they would beat.
And in 18, Russia was probably doing steroids in this event.
They're always doing steroids in every event.
Well, I'm saying in 2018, like the fucking conspiracy
Curling.
was lifted, and they were probably
No,
doing
in the ass
steroids.
cheek, not the.
They were probably doing steroids to like stop that fucking thing. Like, you stop.
How are you going to use steroids to be better at curling?
They scratch the ice.
You never know,
faster.
man. Yeah, have you ever seen that motherfucker speed
Yeah.
that shit?
They
dude?
scratch the ice like they're fucking.
Jesus Christ, man. Whew.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like that.
That should be Olympic sport, Ken.
Anyway,
Fill the
we're
jar.
gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna bring this episode to an end.
Alright.
This will be episode 10 of the Bangcast.
10. Number
10.
10.
Number 10. Yes, sir.
Not 0.5.
No, that was
I'm just
funny.
fucking with
But
you.
anyway, I'm of course Gregor Guy, joined here by Mr. Casey and Mr. Corey. Man, number one, thank you for joining us here this week.
It was phenomenal, dude, for your first time.
I appreciate being here.
I am excited to review this footage and
You're going to have your work cut out for you cutting this one up.
Yeah.
It,
Well, I tell you
it
what.
cannot be as bad as last week. I'm
Last
going
week
to
was
go ahead
pretty
and tell you
bad.
that
Alright.
right now.
You gave him like a
Also
whole like, word for it.
joined by Mr. Cuz over on the couch. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and enjoy your evening.